Okay, so welcome to the Data Bulls podcast. Today's episode, we will talk about digital trust in our ever-evolving technological landscape. I'm Demir Israel, and with Gökhan Polat, we're thrilled to have Sanja Kekić joining us today. We are here to explore how digital trust transforms in the face of emerging cyber threats like deepfakes and AI-driven frauds and supply chain vulnerabilities. And it's clear that in today's world, trust goes far beyond just secure passwords and encrypted data. So it's about creating a robust ecosystem where technology and regulatory frameworks and proactive cybersecurity measures come together to safeguard our digital lives. Before it, let's meet and listen from Sanja Kekić. Can you please introduce yourself to our community?
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
And I'm very glad to be today with you, and thank you for having me on this podcast. I am very happy to speak with you about digital trust, especially in these days. I'm coming from Belgrade, Serbia, and I'm one of the founder of Belgrade chapter. It's ISACA Belgrade chapter, and these days I'm Shilid staff liaison in my chapter, and I'm president of Women for Cyber chapter Serbia. So I'm in, let's say, IT and cybersecurity and government risk and compliance area for more than, let's say, 55 years. So I have a long way behind me. So I have that opportunity to be part in really building digital trust framework in ISACA. So I think that I will answer on your question, let's say, in good way.
So thank you, Sanja. You start with like digital trust, so I want to talk first about like digital trust itself. So as technology has advanced speed, we've seen its definition evolve dramatically. So for instance, deepfakes, sophisticated phishing, and AI-powered scams are reshaping what it means to trust digital interactions. With that in mind, in your view, how has the definition of digital trust evolved with these emerging cyber threats?
Actually, first of all, when we start from digital trust definition, we should, let's say, having in our mind that when we speak about digital trust, we speak about, let's say, something that is more than security, cybersecurity and information security. So actually, digital trust, cybersecurity actually involve confidentiality, integrity, availability. But when we speak about digital trust, then we speak about security and privacy. We speak about, yes, we speak about integrity, but we speak about more than that. We speak about transparency. We speak about quality of product or service that we use or that we offer. We speak about, let's say, trust in all a transaction or communication between all party in whole digital ecosystem. When I said whole digital ecosystem, then I mean on all, let's say, equipment that we use in digital way. For example, our mobile phones, our computers, our printers, scanners, and so on. When we look it from industry perspective, then it is different kind of sensors, OT, let's say equipment. Then we speak about communication between the two machines, between person and machines. We speak about communication, business to business communication, customer business communication, and so on and so on. So we speak about all stakeholders. It is organization, it is consumer of our product and services. We speak about let's say third parties who are involved in all our ecosystem. So that is digital trust. As I said, it is more than cybersecurity. And if we look at digital trust, actually, digital trust is transferring trust from real life to digital life. So in real life, we have we built some kind of trust on different way by let's say in person. We in person met someone, and then we building trust with communication and so on. In digital way, we create this trust by some digital, let's say, communication. First of all, we connect digitally by some digital, let's say, applications or something else. Then we create that, let's say, we start to communicate, and then we building trust in digital, let's say, ecosystem and in digital world. So that is actually that is maybe broad definition of digital trust. And you asked me about emerging technology and about let's say new threats and everything new in our digital ecosystem, and how we can create trust in this way. So first of all of this give all of us let's say not give us, it asks from us to build trust in this digital way, trust that we have and had in real life. So when we spoke about let's say AI, blockchain, and so on, it could help us to build the trust. Especially when we speak about blockchain. Blockchain will give us build trust, a part of trust if we speak about integrity, and if we speak about privacy and let's say some confidentiality. When we look at AI and what can AI give us, AI can give us that we could let's say measure and assess trust in real time. Actually, AI could help us to let's say better assess trust in real time, and let's say for any organization, AI could help us in that way.
Yeah.
Sanja, may I ask a question in this point? Trust is not just about privacy or cybersecurity stuff. There are different kind of components, and ISACA also created a trust ecosystem framework, and you are one of the persons who are helping to create this kind of documentation, and it is very helpful for nowadays for the organization. Thank you for your effort in this magnificent document, because I also read it and I also use it in my consultancy work. But as I know, you're also a cybersecurity expert and you are providing some workshops and training in your country. Can you also mention about the importance of cybersecurity component of digital trust?
Well, when actually when we spoke about cybersecurity and digital trust, we actually at the early beginning, we just think about cybersecurity, and as I said at the beginning, we just think about confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So then when actually when we start with digital transformation, when we start to do everything to transform all our process that we're running in that we're running previously, when we transform that in digital way, then actually we transfer trust from real life to, let's say, digital life. So from that perspective, actually cybersecurity is let's say essential in ensuring digital trust. Cybersecurity is how to, let's say it is basic for digital trust. Cybersecurity, data privacy, it is the basic component of digital trust. But when we speak about cybersecurity and digital trust, then we should have in our, let's say, mind that when we start to transfer from, let's say, reactive cybersecurity to let's say proactive cybersecurity, when we start to use different tools like threat intelligence, when we start to think about cybersecurity, then we will start to think about digital trust too. Another thing that okay, there is digital trust is more than cybersecurity, let's say, is that when we speak about digital trust, about cybersecurity, we always think about people, technology, and process. But when we come to digital trust, then we have one more perspective from which we looking at, it is organization. So that perspective and that component, let's say, organization give us let's say higher view, and then we think about culture, ethic, about let's say people, but in organization, people in organization, you know, how they fit culture, how they let's say how the organization fit all process and all technology and so on and so on. So let's say when we speak about cybersecurity, yes, it is the basic. Cybersecurity, data protection, it is basic in digital trust, but digital trust is more than it.
For example, if we imagine we have a company and we are trying to increase our maturity level in digital trust, tell me 3 key challenges in cybersecurity, those may demolish our all efforts. The most important cybersecurity challenge is three of them.
No,
Maybe there are two, not two, like not maybe three. There is maybe one major for Sanja, isn't it?
Well, when we speak about let's say cybersecurity and digital trust, and what is the main challenge at the beginning, you ask me about new technology and emerging technology and so on and so on. So actually, one of that three, we could say it is artificial intelligence driven attacks. You know, when we didn't have artificial intelligence driven attacks, then let's say we was much more secure, let's say. But with this, we need to think abroad of cybersecurity, more than cybersecurity. We need to think about trust. Then there is deep fakes and let's say misinformations. So when we talk about this, all of this is not, let's say, attack only our security. It attack our trust at us. It's attack our reputation. It could be attack our finance. So let's say it is something that could shake, let's say, our trust.
And it's it's now more complex than ever and ever. Like with this complexity, we touch it comes an even greater need for robust cybersecurity measures, as you mentioned. And the cybersecurity is at the heart of establishing and sustaining digital trust. It's like no longer enough to simply react to the breaches. Like
Yep.
Organizations must proactively build systems that instill confidence in every digital transaction. And
Yes.
For too long, like many companies have been caught off guard by cyber threats, like relying on like reactive measures rather than forward-thinking strategies. So like maybe we can touch at that point, like cybersecurity strategies. Do you believe organizations often overlook like strategies that could significantly enhance digital trust if implemented?
Well, first of all, in these days, I think that cybersecurity strategy is not enough. We need companies, and actually we as a persons, we need digital trust strategy that will incorporate cybersecurity strategy and data privacy strategy in it. You know, because today we can't just speak about security. You know, we have to speak about trust. And when we speak about trust as organization, what our let's say, if we are organization, what our clients or consumers of our products or our service expecting from us. First of all, they're expecting security and privacy. Then they expecting quality of product that we product and service that we offer them through in digital world, let's say. Then they're expecting from us to be transparent and to be honest with them. They're expecting from us that let's say their system is always available for them, which means that we have very good resilience strategy. And at the end of all of this, they're expecting from us to behave ethical. So all of these components are not part of cybersecurity. It is part of digital trust. So that's why when we look at organization strategy, then we really start to think about digital trust strategy. And it is very good that ISACA create a digital trust framework, digital trust ecosystem framework that will give you, let's say, path how to build trust through the organization. This framework will not give you standards, the other frameworks, some operational frameworks that you need to use. They will not name, okay, use COBIT, use ITIL, ISO standards, and so on and so on. Through this framework, actually, you will have opportunity to choose which framework or standard is very good for your organization. But in creation of a digital trust strategy, and actually to create a framework for your organization that your organization will be more, let's say, trustworthy for your clients. Actually, if you use this framework, you will be on the right way. So when we spoke about let's say what companies could implement from security side to be more in this strategy, to be more trust, then it is actually first of all they need to implement a trust culture through the organization. Security and trust culture through the organization. Then they need to let's say have a strategy of let's say predictive cybersecurity, not detect, not just, as I said, not just react when something happened, but you need to have a mechanism to predict some threats, like I don't know. For example, you need to make aware your people about security. So you need to have some awareness program with your organization. You need to have some cybersecurity operations center that will be at let's say 24/7 that will look at their system and see there is some changes, there is some unexpected or behavior of your system is different in some moments or something like that. You have actually need to have security by design, privacy by design, and so on and so on.
Yeah. Excellent insights, Sanja. So it needs, like, it requires shifting from reactive mindset to a proactive one is indeed a game changer at this point for the companies. And even with the best strategies, by the way, in place, companies face a barrage of challenges in digital landscape. So we need to consider the evolution of cyber threats, like maybe like supply chain weaknesses, and maybe multifaceted risks introduced by emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. So
you have to, you have to, as okay, strategy is first step.
Yeah.
And all of us have to be aware that any organization and every organization need to think how to really implement cybersecurity and digital trust, then to think about how to tick the box in compliance with some regulation or some standards or anything else. Because if you just if you create strategy and then implement and then design some, let's say, policy or procedure just to tick the box or just to be comply with some regulation or some standard. If you didn't implement that in operational way, if it is not operational effective, then you didn't do anything. You just produce some documents and for reason to be compliant.
Yeah. It's like you highlight. I'm sorry, like you highlight and point out a very critical challenge, that it's an evidence that as the threat landscape grows more complex, like organizations need to lean on structured approach and standard practices, right? So this brings us to the significant role of institutions like ISACA, right?
Yes.
Their frameworks and certifications. Maybe it's offer a blueprint for organizations, right? Helping them not only like secure their systems, also they enhance their overall digital trust, right?
Yes,
maybe we can talk about like frameworks like NIST or ISACA's COBIT, right? It provides clear guidelines for companies to manage and reduce cybersecurity risk, right?
Yes. That is, and when we speak about emerging technologies, it is very important that if you want, you as organization, if you want to be more trust for your customers, you need to start to think about implementation, blockchain, AI in your let's say defense process, defense defense of your trust, let's say.
Yeah, and maybe we for instance, from like there are two people from ISACA, Gökhan and you, right? Maybe you given like additional insights about how ISACA regulates or helps to institutions like organizations in part of ISACA. Is maybe we can touch that points.
How ISACA can help? First of all, ISACA is organization of people who are professional in different fields that could be very useful for any organization that want to implement trust in their organization. So first of all, ISACA give a lot of knowledge to their members. The second thing is there is certification from different perspective in different area. For auditors, for cybersecurity experts, for data protection, for digital trust. We have new certification for digital trust, for cybersecurity, for artificial intelligence, blockchain, and so on and so on. So any organization could, let's say, have ISACA could be useful if that organization give their employees a possibility to be member of ISACA and give them possibility to, let's say, become certificate in some of this area. The second thing that ISACA could help in all of this very, let's say, these new technologies and this exponentially, let's say, growing using technology. We have very good frameworks for building a digital trust. As I said, we have digital trust ecosystem framework, but COVID is another very good framework for, let's say, create a good organization and good process in your organization. Then there is CMMI. It is very good for let's say for measure risk, for let's say create maturity of your organization, where you want to be, where to let's say assess your level of maturity, and to define where you want to be, and by this framework you will find a path how to be on higher level than you are now. Let's say ISACA really can help a lot to organization in this in these days.
Yeah, it's like clear that approach to digital trusts will need to as dynamic and innovative as the threats we face, and like the institutions like ISACA will help organizations to understand and avoid risks. So yeah, it's like very insightful, Sanja. So we actually, before we wrap up, I would love to leave our listeners with some final insights, maybe based on our conversation today. What are the key takeaways you would like to share with our listeners?
Well, first of all, I speak about that if you want to implement any framework, any standard, any regulation, you should do that really. You should do that to be operational effective. Don't do that only because you need to be compliant with some regulation or some standards. That is let's say first thing. The next thing is that I said from the beginning. You need to have some holistic approach in implementation, or to get to the level, to maturity level that you want to be. And the third thing is think proactively. Don't think don't react on what happened, but think proactively.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Sanja. You shared your expertise and insights. And thank you to our listeners too for joining us today. Um, in today's interconnected world, building digital trust is not just about technology, right? So it's about embracing a proactive, like comprehensive approach that weighs together security, innovation, and regulatory compliance. So thanks for your joining our podcast again, and stay tuned for more discussions on Data Bulls podcast, our dear listeners. Until next time, stay secure and keep building trust in digital realm. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
It was
Okay.
perfect, Sanja.
What you think?
It's great. It's
No?
great. It's, you did well, and we have now like 50 minutes content, but we will also amend them, and we will take some part out of it, because if we don't feel comfortable with expression word, we will get rid of them, and we will add some question part inside the video.
Okay.
And I will share it. Thank you for accepting, because you're a very famous person in community of ISACA, and it will have, yes, all we know. So some of knows. All we know again. Thank you, Sanja. It
It's
was great.
honored
See
to
you
meet you,
again.
Sanja. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm really sorry, because February was very, very rushed and very busy for me. So I'm sorry I didn't.
It's completely
No.
understandable, because as well, like you, I'm also full during the month. So it was the right time for us, and then we did it. So thank you. And if you come to Istanbul, please give us a call to
Yeah.
meet, have like a dinner.
Maybe we could create this kind of in person.
Podcast. Like, yeah, of course. We would love to. Thank you.
Why not? Why not? Istanbul is not too far away from Belgrade.
Of course. Yeah. Almost, by the way, in the last week, like 1 week ago, maybe. Yeah, like 1 week ago, we just have flight tickets to Belgrade with my friend. But unfortunately, like in Thursday, they just canceled the flight due to weather conditions. So yeah, like Belgrade is our favorite point. We love
Okay, when you come in Belgrade.
Danube. Yeah, of course. Please come Istanbul too. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and I hope we will see each other if you coming to Belgrade, both of you.
Thank you.
But maybe we will organize something that you come.
Of
Why
course, we would love to. We would love to. Then
Thank you, Sanja.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
Bu da bitti.
Şimdi şunu öncelikle kaydı yönet, kaydı durdur.